So here's what I've been wondering. How much boat are you really getting for your money? Does spending close to 100 grand more actually make that big of a difference? And what about engines? Do you really need twins on a boat this size, or can a single get the job done just fine? Today we're putting both of these catamarans to the test to see where the extra money really goes. Guys, we got a 2026 220 Bay Cat. This is by Twin Vee. And we've been looking at cats at the show because they're very popular this year at the Flip show. And they're pretty expensive, and I think you guys might want to see this one just because this is a much better deal than the ones we've seen. But I haven't been on the Twin Vees before. I don't do many videos on cats, but these look pretty promising. They look very nice. So let's go take a look at this one. This is the first one we take a look at. It's a 22 footer, and it's actually different because it's powered by a single Suzuki 200. So let's take a look. So it's funny because it's got a single engine. It's got like a keel down the center. Right off the bat, you got looks like a washdown back here. Yep. Washdown, this is convenient. And you know, those Suzuki 200s are probably the best motor that Suzuki makes, in my opinion. So big casting deck off the back with your rod holders and your backrest as well. So they double up. Access to one of the bilges back here, nice and neat. Yeah. And a big light wall over here with nice tension hinges. I like that. That's very convenient when you're in rough waters. A lot of space back here for a 22-foot boat. As you can see with the backrest. Yeah, so big space back here. A lot of foot room. This boat feels a lot bigger than what it is. The leaning post powder coated and heavy duty. It's not your typical round. It's got that deep hole, and the upholstery on this is very nice as well. Nice bolsters. It's very, very expensive. Let's take a look at these. See if these are fish boxes or what these are. So tension hinges on these as well. And those are finished. And that's the backrest for back over there. Oh. Now the freeboard for this boat, it is a bay boat, so it's not your typical the freeboard on the bay boats are usually, they're right at the knee. You know, some people might want something a little higher, might want maybe a bigger boat. But let's take a look here at the console. So nice and open. You can put two 12-inch Garmin's up here, switches up in the center, Suzuki gauge in the middle. This one does have the digital Suzuki throttle. Space here for your cell phone and whatnot. The T-top is integrated into the console, which really gives you a ton of space, so you can walk through walk through here. Okay, and then your T-top is a standard T-top up here. It's not a hard top. It does have the vinyl cover up top. Looks like a little spotlight up there and a spreader light at the back. Rocket launchers off the back, so your rod holders. You have a deck plate here, access to your fuel tanks. And then up in the console, as we know with cats, you don't get the same amount of space that you do get with a monohull. The wiring looks very good. Very neat wiring. Not much to it. Very simple, and it's clean. Very clean. And tension hinges on all the doors that I've seen so far. I really like that. Like the glass on the console as well. Yeah, that's glass. That's not plexiglass. And then here we have some more storage up here in the front, towards the bow. Some courtesy lights on the bottom there. A spreader light up top. I mean, this boat has a ton of space, and it's 22 foot. You even have a live well up here as well. So another live well up here. Some more storage up there. More storage here. Look at that. Yeah, finished box inside. I'm assuming this is going to be your anchor locker up there, and that's not a finished anchor locker, but doesn't need to be. Your anchor and chain is going to mess that up and all that. So just down in the center so you guys can see what that looks like. So you can have a big lounging area for a couple people to lay out on, get some sun. I also noticed that all the hardware is heavy duty, so these are big, 6-inch pop-up cleats. Everything looks and feels pretty solid on this boat. And this is an all composite hull, so let's take a look at the price. Boat show price for this one is $95,000. I think that's a hell of a deal for this boat. For all the cats that we've been seeing, all the cats that we've seen are, you know, 160,000 and up. Then they're really, really expensive. This one's a lot more simple and clean. That's what I prefer. And if you want something a little bit more upscale, you might want to go the other route, but the price difference is significant. So let's go on to the next. All right, guys. WorldCat 235 TE, 22 foot 7 inches, 8.5 foot beam, 120 gallons of fuel, a weight of 5,400 pounds, a max rating of 300 horsepower. Let's go take a look at this thing. Powered by twin 150 Yamahas. Got a nice deck up here with some grab rails. Sweet. Let's see what's in here. So some type of, yes, bilge axis with this pod back there. So twin 150 Yamahas, some heavy duty hardware on here. Back here, let's see, we got some storage over here. It's got some friction hinges. Got cup holders here. Let's take a look at what's in there. That's a big well. And a freshwater wash down over here. Another cup holder. Another storage up there for maybe some anchor rods. Let's take a look in here. Little tackle box storage. And fresh water over there. Got JO audio speakers all around. More tackle storage over here. And you got access to your battery on this side. Looks like this boat has been maybe used. And another battery on this side. So you have a house on the starboard side, and then you have starter on each side as well. Got a fish box. Everything's nice and finished in there with some gas struts. This is a two-piece construction boat. You have undergunnel rod storage here. Nice bolsters. And a pull-out cooler back here. You do have a ton of space back there. A lot of space back here. Pull-out cooler, leaning post, standard leaning post, maybe a little rigging station over here. Some storage. Very nice upholstery. Everything seems solid on here, very sturdy. UVA foam on the floor. I like this matte black steering wheel. And you have some space here, so you got a 12-inch Garmin. And if you wanted to, you could probably put another one here, move these guys down here for more, to have dual chart plotters on there. You do have an integrated T-top into the console. You know, this is a new style that we're seeing a lot on these boats. It's a lot stronger. It's that deep hole style. Nice upholstery up here. This looks very high-end. Fully encased, fully closed in glass. Little vents here, like in the cars from like the 80s and stuff. That's cool. Next to your T-top up there, some wiring, and then you have some grab rails up there with some spotlight integrated up in the T-top up here. This doesn't look like it's finished here. It looks like maybe for outriggers like they had put in here before. And then you have some rod storage over here. So I mean, this is the access for the fuel tanks. Cup holder, rod holder combo up here. You got some more storage in deck over here. This one is not finished. The ones in the rear were finished. And then here, I don't know what this is. Also, these are cool seats. Look at that. So these seats come out. I'm doing this with one hand, but so this pulls out. Those look really, really sturdy. You have it on both sides. You have some storage up here. That's a compartment that is finished. Courtesy lights all around. angle cooler up there, or you have a little Yeti cooler up in the front. You have some storage up there, a windlass over here. Yeah, let's go check out the price. This boat does look expensive, so let's go check out how much this costs. Well, Cat 23 foot, 22.7. Oh, and you're looking at the normal selling price is at 195,000 for this boat, so very expensive for the size. But I know world cats are supposed to be some of the better cats. So, all right. So now that you've seen both, what do you think? Is the extra 100 grand really worth it, or would you keep the cash and go with a single engine setup? I know a lot of people swear by twin engines, but does that really make it twice the boat? Let me know what you would pick, and more importantly, tell me why. Is it about speed, reliability, or just peace of mind? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.